Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, the one, and today I'll be giving you guys the ultimate beginner's guide for Takt OP Symphony. Let's go.
Welcome to the pinnacle of Gacha gaming on YouTube.
First of all, this is basically the lobby where you can move around. But before we get into that, let's talk about the tabs. So obviously here, this is where you can access your profile. As you can see, my name. And yeah, that's that. Next, we also have music arts. And this is basically what they call the characters in this game, music arts. Basically with music arts, there's a couple classes. I'll talk to you about those. So the first class, as you can see here, is Magus. These are basically magic dealers that can attack back line and they do magic damage. We also have gunners. These are basically your deep. There's two types. So there's two subclasses for DPS. There's gunners and there's bladers. And basically, yeah, they're going to be doing majority of your damage. We also have wardens. Wardens are your tank, so they're going to be your frontline unit, shielding your backline units. Because your backline units are going to be the squishy units, so basically your healers and stuff. Speaking of healers, we also have Restorer, the Restorer class. So these are your healers. Anything else? So yeah, those are basically a quick rundown of the classes. And so we'll talk about this. So obviously here, this is where you click to level up your units. So let me see, what unit do I want to take up right now? Screw it, we'll just go with Destiny. We'll use her as my guinea pig for this video. So you can see this is basically the resources that you use to level up your units. And from what I've seen, you can only, the level cap for your units is going to be basically 2 levels higher than your overall conducting level. And your conducting level is your account level, basically. So basically 2 levels higher than your account level is going to be your character's max level cap. So yeah, so you're going to have to, raise your account level if you want to level them up to the max. So moving on, so that's basically how you level up your units. And tuning, let's talk about this. So first we have range. Let's talk about that. In range here, this is basically the dupe system. So basically when you pull a copy of a unit you already have, you're gonna get shards, right? And you're gonna need to pull a bunch of copies to get a lot of these shards. I talk about how you can obtain these shards, but the first way of getting these shards is through just physically pulling dupes. But there's also a relatively free to play option, which we'll talk about. So, and I'll show you, I'll just go to another unit there and show you how to actually dupe up a unit. So obviously we have Autumn here. So to basically, I have 30 shards for her. So it's less shards because she's a 1-star. So she's a 1-star. So it's going to take 30 shards to take her to 2-star. But then obviously as I get more dupes and her level cap goes up and she gets more stars, it's going to take more shards, if you get what I'm saying. So level 2 is going to take more than 30, which I'll show you right here. So obviously, let's hit that. 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. So I've now made her 2-star, and as you can see, it's tripled. So it's triple. So if I want to take her from 2-star to 3-star, it's going to take me 90 shards. You see what I'm saying? So but there's also a free to play version of obtaining these shards, or relatively free to play, which I'll talk about later when I talk about the summon system in the shop. So yeah, and through obviously raising the star level, you increase her all the stats as well. Next, so we're going to talk about skills. So this is where you're going to be able to look at the skills. You can't do anything here besides look at the skills. So you can see here other skills. And another thing is with the skills, So you're gonna see some are gonna have this lock symbol on them, and that means you haven't unlocked the skill through scales. So you need to scale her up. So it says here unlocks the scale 3. So I'm gonna need to take this unit to scale 3 to unlock the skill. And you can see this passive is also locked because I need to scale her up and unlock scale 1. And as you can see here, this scale is also locked, and I can unlock it at scale 6. So that takes us to the next thing, which is scales. So this is basically awakening the unit. And what I mean by that is, for example, here you're going to be able to by doing this, you're going to increase the stats on your units, and you're also going to be able to unlock skills, as I showed you earlier in the skills tab. So by unlocking this, we're going to unlock, let me show you. So if I go to skill here, where was that skill? Where is it? Yeah, this passive, feign drunkenness. I unlock this when I completely unlock this. So I'll just do this here for the video. So boom, as you can see, I've now unlocked scale 1, and feign drunkenness has been obtained. So that's how I got the passive. And there's obviously other skills as well that you unlock by awakening the unit. And as you can see, let me see if I can show you. There is about, looking at it now, there is about, I think there's about 10 of these. Let's see. Nope, there is about 12. Yeah, there's about 12 of these scales. So this is going to be the late game grind. The late game grind is you're going to be trying to max scale your units. And another thing to do with the scaling, real quick, let me show you. Let's look at her, and I'll show you. So with scaling, although I said it's the late game thing, you are going to be, that's not the unit, you are going to be kind of capped out. So you're not going to be able to just sit there and farm all your resources for the scale of your unit, as you're gonna hit a level cap. Let me show you. So 3, let's go to 4. No, it's not this unit. Which unit? Oh, I think I know the unit. Yeah, it's spring right here. So pretty much I'll show you. Here she is. I'll show you what I mean by there's a level cap. So 5, here it is. So as you see here, I've taken my spring all the way to scale 5, but to proceed I need to increase the music arts level to max to 20, but I can't get to 20 because my account is level 16. Like I said earlier, your unit's level cap is going to be always 2 higher than your account. So I basically need to level up, what is it? I basically need to level up 2 more times to be able to unlock that scale. So you're gonna want so that's basically what I'm saying. So there's gonna be a level cap with your scales, so you can't just sit there and max out unit scale. So next we have memory. Now the memory, this is practically like kind of like the gears, because there's no really gear. It's like let me think of it. It's like, if you know Honkai Star Rail. In Honkai Star Rail they use light cones, so it's basically kind of like that. So basically you get a stat boost or something. For example, like here I'm using this, the cost of battle, and the wearer's physical defense is increased by 7.2%, and you can level these up using these resources here. And you can get these resources by either way of pulling other ones and feeding other ones in there, or dismantling other ones and feeding them in. And you can also get these by playing by doing your what's it called, your battle simulation. And yeah, and you can also get these in the shop, so you can do that. And also, as you can see, there's a level cap, but you can actually increase this level cap by feeding in dupes, or this resource, normal memory gems. So those are basically like substitutes. And yeah, next we have harmony. That's still locked for now, unfortunately. But I will do a video talking about it when I do unlock it. All right, next we have friendship, and this is gonna unlock basically when you max out your unit's friendship or trust. I'll show you guys how to do that in a bit. So yeah, I'll show you guys how to do that now. So if you want to unlock a unit's friendship or boost the unit's friendship, you go wrong place. You want to where you really want to go is the cafeteria. That's where you want to go. And in the cafeteria, when we get there, where is it? Cafeteria. Here it is, cafeteria. In the cafeteria, what you want to do here is, this is basically where you can, like I said, boost your unit's friendship. And it's actually kind of interesting. Okay, so, and to boost a unit's friendship, they call it tea breaks. So I'll go on a tea break, and let's go on a tea break with Swan Lake. So as you can see here, I've already boosted her friendship to level 2. So as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels of friendship. So she's level 2 right now, which is acquainted. And right now I can increase that again. I'll show you what to do. So you can make a drink. So that's how you're basically gonna increase friendship. So you want to go here, click a drink here. I'll go make this. I'll just make tea, and this is basically like a mini game. So I'll show you. Stop shit. But yeah, it's a mini game. So you're gonna make the tea, and then once you've made the tea, you can then talk to the character, and then after you've talked to the character, you're gonna increase their trust. And once you've maxed that out, that's when you unlock the friendship. So yeah, and this is really a really fun mini game. I do like this edition. So yeah, come on, start. Okay, so now we're done. And based on how you did it, obviously I made a bunch of mistakes when I was doing that because I was trying to rush through it. There's basically different grades. There's great, there's good, and I've never gotten anything worse than good, but there's different grades to the tea you can make. And then obviously you go back to tea break, and you can see I now have the ingredient here, and we have Swan Lake. Select refreshment, and then it's going to take me to this screen. Skip this dialogue, and then I'll show you guys what you can then now do is, I've now done those two. I can then talk about, I still have these ones I haven't talked about. So let's talk to this. Click this one, say that, and boom, look at that, her friendship went up to 84 out of 300. So that's basically how you do the tea breaks to increase your unit's friendship. So yeah, and so next we're gonna talk about memories. So obviously this is where you can look at your memories. I showed you guys how to level them up, and you can actually select these as well, or sorry, you can actually awaken these SSR ones by using lesser rarity ones, which is very interesting. Obviously I don't own any of those, so I can't use them. I'll also show you guys later on how to actually get these. So you can obviously, like I said, you can awaken them and you can dismantle them, like I said earlier. Next, we have let's talk about story. So basically, what they did differently in this game is that the story and the actual gameplay is separated. So let me show you. Let's go into one stage. Let's go into let's go into a fast one. Let's go here. This right here. So pretty much in here, it's going to be pure dialogue, and it's going to require you to move around and interact. It's going to be, so basically story mode is basically you just moving around. You're going to be in different locations, whether it's here or whether it's out in the open, and then you're going to have a bunch of missions here that you're going to have to do. So all you have to do is click the one you want to follow, and then there'll be, like as you saw, there'll be like a white light pointing you to the direction, and you can click it more than once, as you can see, and just continue to follow it until it takes you to your destination. Then once you complete everything, you'll be done. And also just make sure to actually go around the map and see that you don't miss out on anything, because I've had some instances in story where, you know, I missed out on some certain events, and you'll notice these events because they'll have like a white beacon on them around in the map. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. So that's basically the story aspect. But eventually you're going to hit a wall in the story, so you can't just clear all this. So it's like for instance, I was locked out of starting chapter 4 because I was lacking an amount of resource. Like eventually it's going to say when you've progressed way too far in the story, it's going to say that you need another resource to unlock it, which you get from wrong tab, which you get from battle simulation. So like I said, this is basically the place for the actual gameplay. So this right here, the exploration evidence, this is what you get to unlock the story progression. So you want to clear out all of this. You want to clear out all of this as you're going. So you want to play through story. Once you hit a wall that you can't progress anymore, then you want to come over here to battle simulation. Then you can actually, and battle simulation is basically, I'll hop in here and show you guys real quick. Battle simulation is basically a labyrinth dungeon-esque thing where you walk around and there's going to be some puzzles. And there will be enemies to also fight. And there will also be chests for you to collect. So like right here, the puzzle is for me to just pick up that light and drop it here. Obviously this is a very easy one, but there are some ones that actually require you to actually think later on. And as you can see here, investigate. There's a chest here, but I already claimed that. So yeah, this is actually perfect. Let me turn this off. So pretty much right now, my field skill, the field skill I'm using is Winter's, and hers is called Bitter Cold, and it releases the field before a battle starts. So basically, this is like this isn't even a field effect. It's like it's like your team effect, but only certain like classes are affected by this. So like for example, because Winter's a healer, so her this is actually only going to affect the tank class. So only tanks are going to be affected by this. So that's why you see Spring here. Spring is a tank, so that's why she's the only one on here that actually benefits from this. You see, so you can actually build your team around that, but you know, so that's that. And this right here, this enemy is basically a wall, and the best way to beat this is, let's go here. Obviously my team's way overpowered, but if you're faced with this wall, the best thing you want to do is use your magic dealer to attack the back line. Obviously, you can chip away at this, but if you're not like me and you have a unit like Snow Lake, you want to use your magic dealer to attack the back line. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Next we have that chest there, and so yeah, as just a quick rundown of this, I don't want to spend too long on that. All right, so we're back. The game crashed, but the guide shall continue. So what I was trying to say was I don't want to spend too much time in the battle simulation. You guys, I'm pretty sure you guys get the gist of it. And from doing these, you get currency, you can get shards. You can get some shards of characters, like you get shards of what's her name? It's kidding me. Destiny. You get shards of Destiny, so you'll be able to try and take her up to 3-star. And you get summon currency, and you get diamonds, which you can also exchange for stamina or for summon currency. So here, this is basically a map where you can find the music that you're looking for, or just teleport around. Next, we also have Guidance of Destiny. So obviously, this is where you're gonna see your 15-day login event, your level rewards. So this is basically like your event tab, pretty much. And then you have your the newbie missions, which you can also do for 7 days. So yeah, you have that. Next, we also have the score room. Now, the score room is basically the gacha system. So the way this gacha works is there's going to be a pity of 75 to get a guaranteed 3-star. Like on this banner, for instance, let's look at it. On this banner, the 2 rate up units are Walkure and Swan Lake. And so the rate up for these units is 0.75% to get either of these. And then for the other 3 stars that are on this banner, it's also 0.75% chance. And then obviously it's a 9% chance for a 2-star and an 9.5% chance for a 1-star. So it's a 1.5% chance for a 3-star. So the rates are pretty low. But like I was saying, the pity is 75, and on your first pity, if you do not get one of the rate up units and it's just one of the other 3 stars, the next time you pull a 3-star, it's guaranteed to be one of these guys. It's guaranteed to be one of these guys. So yeah, that is the benefit of it. It's kind of like Honkai Star Rail, think of it like that, where if you the first 3-star you get is a 50-50 chance, and the next time you're guaranteed to get one of the rate up units. So you can't really select the unit you want. You're just gonna have to get lucky. So yeah. And we will, and also, so yeah, that's basically the rate up banner. This is another rate up banner. And we have this as well, and this is basically the dream score reading. This is basically, let me show you guys. This is basically where you're going to be summoning for memories. This is basically where you're summoning for these memories. So this is basically your memory banner. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't really. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, you can also change who you want to summon for on your for your memory here. So there you have that, and the PD 75 here as well. Sure, should I do a summon? Yeah, we'll do a summon for the guide. So we'll do a multi-summon right here and just talk about the system. So the summon system here is obviously, because the anime is based on a musical anime. Sorry, obviously the game is based after a musical anime. You're gonna play a piano, and then apparently, if the orb glows rainbow-ish, that you've pulled a 3-star. So obviously we have that, and obviously when you pull a unit that you've already obtained before, you're gonna get a note, and we'll talk about that in a bit, what those notes do. So obviously we pulled Summer. She's new. We didn't have her before. As you can see, we had him, so we got a note. We've got Campella, free shooter, Nutcracker, Twinkle. Yeah, we didn't get anything good there, unfortunately. And apparently PD does carry over. I did hear that, so keep that in mind, guys. PD does carry over. So let us go back to score room. No, actually no, I don't want to go score room. There now we have commissioned battles. But before I go to commission battles, I want to show you guys something in the shop because it has something to do with the score room or the gacha. So basically here is basically where you buy the food for that you want to use to build friendship with your units. Obviously, like you saw me you make a tea. This is basically where I bought my ingredients. So make sure to buy the ingredients you need here. Then here is your SR memory shop, so you can pick out an SR memory you want. Then we have the note shop. Now this is what I was talking about earlier with the summon system and also the free-to-play-esque way of getting dupes. So there's a monthly limit on the amount of shards you can purchase for a unit. So basically you unlock this by actually, so first things first, you need to actually own the unit to unlock its shard shop here. So as you can see, I own let me show you. So I own Spring. I own Spring, so I'm able to buy her shards, and there's a monthly limit of 20, so you can only get 20 free shards a month. So yeah, and you get these by, like I said, by pulling a unit you already own, and it's the same for 1 stars, 2 stars, and 3 stars. So yeah, then we have the Harmony shop. Now I don't have that unlocked yet. Pretty much this is the shop, regular shop, and you have the daily currency. So now we can actually go to the commissioned battle. So the commissioned battle, this is going to be like your daily resource. This is where you can farm your daily resources. So these sound energy conductors, these are basically the sound energy conductors are basically the level up items that I showed you guys at the start. This is where you can farm for those, and the way that these have it set up is you're going to have a high value reward. You'll be able to, so basically you'll be able to guarantee yourself one of these high value rewards, guaranteed, basically. So make sure to do those at least once, depending on how many times you need to do it, just to obtain the high value rewards. So basically these are part of your dailies. So like I said, so these are where you get your level up exp, and this is basically where you get let me tell you what it's called. This is the 1,000 views mirror world. Right here, this is where you get your currency for scaling up your units. As you can see here, we have all these right here, and obviously you have for your frost, for your moon, and from your flower, song, trial. So all your types. The flower, moon, trial is basically that. So yeah, pretty much. And it does get hard. It does really get hard. So that's also a bit of an in-game thing. Those the later levels, and this is obviously right here. This is where you're gonna get your gold, and obviously you use gold when leveling up your units, and you use gold when scaling up your units, I believe. So then we have the cadenza. This is basically where you can farm what you call memories, and you can also get these to evolve, to basically evolve or start or unlock or increase the level cap of your memories, basically. So yeah, that's what those are for. Next, and also there's different types of memories and memory dungeons you can farm depending on the day. So Monday, Thursday, Sunday here, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, and this is Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. And basically, with these are work. You're gonna just literally fight that boss. You're gonna fight the boss. So, yeah. So we've spoken about that. Next, obviously, this is locked, but this is where you get these sound cores. But I haven't unlocked those yet, unfortunately. But when I do, I'll make another video talking to you guys about that. Next we have the missions tab. So basically, when you do your dailies, this is basically where you're gonna get your account EXP, your goals, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And your daily, and also you're gonna get this chess piece looking thing. This is what's gonna go towards your daily activities missions tab. So basically, to unlock all those chests. So like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Then you have your weeklies as well. And yeah, then I'll also talk to you guys real quick about the battle pass, because it does have something to do with the daily missions. So basically, through all those, like, I'm sure you guys saw the weights, those weights from your missions, they also go towards this as well. This as well in your battle pass. So yeah, you'll be able to claim this. I purchased the battle pass, so I also plan on making a video talking about whether if they're worth it or not. Next, where else do we have here? Then we also have the daily monthly login, questionnaire, score, story, we talked about that. Then we have storage. Unfortunately, for now, basically storage is basically your inventory. So you're gonna have your shards. Obviously, you have my notes there, which I'm saving. And be sure to save those notes, guys. So we have those here, and we also have your consumables. So like, I have a daily random pack. May as well use it here. And we got gold basically. And here we have one random class material. We got harmonious device. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's in the storage. Next we have your mail. This is where you're gonna get your, if they, let's say there's a maintenance or something and they give you some gems or something, it's gonna be there. You have your announcement page, and we have the announcement, and we have the expedition, and I haven't unlocked it yet, guys. Then we have this is where you're gonna go to redeem your codes. Whenever they do release codes on their Twitter or on their Discord. And yeah, anything else? Then let's go back to the overworld here, and so pretty much show you guys around. So this is the clinic. Clinic is here, pretty much. And where else do we have? And then we have the storage, we have the score room, the main hall, and expedition, like I said, hasn't been unlocked yet. And obviously you can go around and you can talk to your music arts as well in this overworld. And then you have here commission battle. So basically, you don't actually have to walk around this whole overworld, as you can just access everything through this tab. So like, I rarely ever like walk around, because on PC right now I'm playing on LD player, as you can see, so I actually have to use my mouse to move around. Yeah, I don't like it. I wish they could, like, you could just use your keyboard, but it's whatever. Because I don't like it, I just use this tab. It does help. makes navigating the different menus a lot easier. So I'll give them that. It's a very easy to maneuver around the game using this. So I'm pretty much sure we've covered everything apart from the expedition, which I'm account locked, and one of the commissioned battles, which is locked for me still, because I'm not high enough level yet. So yeah, that's pretty much everything about the game that I've learned in for the first couple of days since launch. I do plan to make more guides and update these guides, you know, with newer, when we all learn newer information, and I'll be sure to give you guys that information when I do get it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this beginner guide. Hopefully it helped you out. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more Takt OP Symphony videos. More are definitely to come. So yeah, that's all for today's video, guys. Take care and peace.
This is Escanor, the Lion Sin of Pride from 7 Deadly Sins. Thank you for watching the pinnacle of gacha gaming on YouTube, The One.